Never will again.
I've been told one of the keys to successful speaking is to just get an easy applause. Just mention the people you're speaking to. So I just want to mention the names of Shai, Heshi, Ira, Yossi Ever, Paul Lowinger, Piggy Schwartz, Leila Lowinger, Mati Miriam, Yasmin, Simi, Rifki, the three girls from England, Yossi Groves, Egg Shiner, Medoy, Niles and family, the Ackermans, the Swebners. You find out who you all are.
Whatever.
Mr. Weiss, how much are we being charged per hour?
Let me just, on a serious note, because I'll tell you why it's somewhat serious in a second. This is Hanukkah, which is the time of Nisan, and Tafshin Nun.
Nisan. Yeah.
Which is, for some people, the Tehei Shnas Nisan. It's the Yontif of Nisan in the year of Nisan. And if anybody ever see, this is for scholars and laymen alike. It says it right there, so I feel free to use it. And you all know when the brachas of lighting Hanukkah we say Sh'yasa Nisan Laviseinu B'Yom Mehem Bazman Hazeh. And Chazal tell us that what you need to do, what you have to try to do on Hanukkah is not only to remember the Yontiv B'Yom Mehem to commemorate a historical event, but you have to do it Bizman Hazeh to see how it applies to you in your life today in 1989.
It's going.
So am I. And this handy book tells you the Gemara, my Hanukkah. What was Hanukkah? What was the nest of Hanukkah? We all know it's a Gemara somewhere that I don't know where it is, but it's a Gemara. I think it's in Shabbos. The Gemara says that my Hanukkah they found this oil that was defiled. It only had one night's worth of lighting. It was went and kindled for 8 nights. The Shana Cheres the following year, they went and they made this a holiday. So it's a very, very simple question. All these great things happened. It was kindled, it should have lit for one day, and it lit for 8 days. Why did they wait a year till they made a Yantiv? So the Ger Rebbe is one of the people who suggests an answer, and that's the one I want to talk to you about. Ger Rebbe says that if something special happens in someone's life, you should seize the moment, but don't rest. Don't assume that that's fine. You have to wait some time. You have to wait a year until you find out whether it's indeed special. And if a year later it's really special and you really have the same glow and you have the same warmth, a year later, then you know that's a real yontif. On a somewhat serious note, it was a year ago, Christmas night, that I went out on my first date with. No, that was Christmas Day 1960. But in 1988, for the very first time, named Judy Wiesenfeld. Now this was date. That's my mother. Eating lunch.
Yeah, she knows about
this was day. And I got to tell you something. I was, after the date, and I went, and I was very taken by Judy, right? So there I am, really getting very excited about this date. And I figured, where am I going to take this girl from London? We're going to go to Rockefeller Center Christmas night. It's really lovely. And we went. We went to Rockefeller Center. And we had I had a great time. I'm looking over to her. It's Tisha B'Av. She's looking, I lost her in the crowd. So I figured maybe she's cold. This was happy. Remember, maybe it was cold. So I figured, let's take her inside. So we went to the Plaza Hotel, right? Guys, Plaza Hotel, nice place, right? The girl from London, what does she know, right? Take her to the Plaza Hotel. You don't know, everybody's been there 100 times. Plaza Hotel. We went to Plaza Hotel, we sit to drink, right? The violin players. And she's looking everywhere except for right here, And the waiter comes up, remember the waiter was playing this Christmas Day. There was going one day, there was some Jews there, so the waiter comes up and playing violin. He says, should I play same time next year? And I remember, I said, yeah, and she goes, So I figured maybe now she's hot, maybe she's hot. Before she was cold, now she's hot. So, listen what we're going to do. So I take her out again. So there. I'm freezing. And she's looking across the street. I work there. She doesn't care. Basically, she thinks I'm a yutz. Okay? And my light. My light was burning out very quickly that day. And this was just going to be a one-dater. This was going to be like, hey boy, this is one day and my light has been extinguished. I drop her off on 16th Avenue, I then come home and I go, oh gosh. And I'm asking for this miracle to repeat itself. And I call the shotgun and he tells me, why she blew it, I think, but let me get back to you. He gets back to me and a small nace occurred. We're going out a second time. So the light is kindled for a second day. This light that like, just one date, went 2 dates, and then 3, and miraculously 4, and then 5. After the 5th date, I was home free, but I didn't tell her. 6, and I went 8 dates in New York, and that was a nace to me. There were 8 dates in New York. But as the Garrett Rebbe says, even though we're here and there's pictures there, we all got married, today is the year afterwards. Today is the Lashana Acheres, the following year. Then, on the following year, that day, it seems Kavim V'Asim Yamim Taivim. Today, we make the feast. The Halal Ulaidah, to give praise and to give thanks. I want to thank my wife for saying yes. I want to thank her parents for letting her say yes. I want to thank her parents for forcing her to say yes.
That's not fair. That's just the idea.
I also want to thank at the same time the people who helped prepare on my land, all these people, even though listen again. All of you I said before, ditto. Thank you for coming. Thank you for making our first year. For those of you who were at the wedding, for those of you who wanted to be at the wedding, my heart goes out to you. I'll tell you, if I didn't know me that well, I wouldn't have made the trip. So. And let me just conclude with the following. It says, interesting, by Yontif, by Hanukkah, because Hanukkah is only midrabanan, and as this wise book suggests, he says, it is not like any other Yontif, where you have a Yontif and you want to eat, so by definition it'll become a Sudas Mitzvah because it's a Yontif feast, not by Hanukkah. Hanukkah, you have to work at it to make it a Sudas Mitzvah. What do you have to do? So let me tell you what you have to do. You see, it's not prescribed. You see, you don't have to do it. It's customary. It's a custom. It's custom plenty. It says you have to have special rejoicing. Special rejoicing. Not just everybody happy. Everybody here has to be excited to be here. So that's one thing you got to work at. You have to discoursing on Torah themes. Okay? The second thing to make this a Sudas Mitzvah. You got to have discoursing on, you have to discourse. Not from discourse and a little bit from that course. You have to discourse, like on the Torah themes. And then you have to recount miracles that happened to you, and if anybody has some, I appreciate it. So that's what you got to do. Yeah, well, that's soon. So that's the 3 keys to this party. Rejoicing, discoursing, and recounting. Okay? If you rejoice, rehearse, and recount, I've been indebted for you, and you make it a Sudas Mitzvah. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all here in New York who are watching this, but by simulcast. This is going over London. So, hi Yehuda, and hi Chana, and hi Danny, and hi Rafi, and hi Zevi. What did I miss out? And Michal. And then in London, that was in Manchester, England. And in London now it's Cookie, and it's Gina. And now I'm dead. No, and then it's Tali, and then it's Avi, and then there's Lani, and then there's Debbie. And then there's anybody else who's watching. Thank you. Have a good Hanukkah. Agi and George and Nikki and Nadmama. Servus Nadmama.